Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be so honest, it has been so long since I have actually recorded a video and did a voiceover. I can't believe that we're already in June. The year has gone by so fast and I've been so busy, but I'm finally uploading videos now because I took a long break that I needed. What you guys are witnessing here is my mum's Yakhni Pulao that I made, and it's just something that I've been meaning to share on my YouTube channel for so long. Honestly, one of the main reasons why I got into cooking is because of my mum. She is an amazing chef and there's nothing more better than your mum's home cooking. This is one of her many recipes that I am going to be sharing on my YouTube channel, as I literally just want to share her recipes in a video form. So even in the future that I will be able to look back on these and remember how to cook them, if that makes any sense. I tend to write recipes down, but a big thing that I also love to do is have them in a video form and uploading them to my YouTube channel for you guys to see and for myself to look back onto. I feel like it's very important. I would say this is my first ever official South Asian recipe on my channel, and it's definitely going to be the one of many, so make sure that you stay tuned for more videos. Anyway, to get started into the recipe, I have started off by chopping up 2 large onions along with a whole clove of garlic, and then I also used a good amount of ginger, I'd say around 2 tablespoons, and then I also used 3 green chillies that I cut into 3 pieces like this. And now the main prep for the rice is done. If this is your first time ever attempting to make a rice dish as a beginner cook, I can honestly say this is not as hard as you think it is. When you actually break down the steps, it's not as daunting as you think it is. It's very simple, but it is something that you have to make again and again in order to actually perfect the dish, which I'm going to definitely do. The next time I make this, I'm going to make it on my own, and hopefully it comes out, it turns out really good. After the garlic and ginger has been mashed together, make sure you get yourself a very big pot, as it's to serve quite a lot of people, and add in some olive oil. You can't be stingy with the olive oil because you really do want the onions to cook and just have a really nice, beautiful brown colour. Once you've added in the onions, allow it to heat up for about a minute and then add in the onions. And the onion process is so important. That's something that I've learned from my mum with a lot of dishes, but mainly rice dishes. You can't just expect the onions to just be done very quickly. It is something that does take a lot of time, and as my mum has taught me, the onions is such an important process when it comes to the rice dish. I don't know if any of you guys that are South Asian would agree when it comes to making this dish, but when it comes to the onions, my mum says that the browner they are, that's how much darker your rice becomes. So I've literally been taught if your onions are very brown and very dark, then your rice will come out very brown. And if your onions aren't, then the rice won't be brown. And I've seen this for myself, so I do believe that it is true. So as you can see from the video, you really need to cook the onions on a high heat and just let them cook. Take the time, make sure you're adding on the lid now and again. When you add on the lid, it releases water and allows them to kind of soften but also get a bit little crispy. Okay, so you're probably watching this thinking, why does it take so long for the onions to be brown like this? And my mum's gonna explain why.
So to get the brownness of the lamb java, what makes it brown in colour is the onions. So I know this part takes a while, but that onions have to be at the consistency of not burnt and not undercooked.
So exactly how it is now, a bit more?
A little bit more to this, and then one.
But a little bit more what, like the colour?
A little bit more brown, golden brown. When you see that they're all coming golden brown, this is the crucial point.
Crucial one that is like.
Yeah. So when they're this colour, I'm still waiting for them to go a little bit brown. When they're like this colour, you want them a little bit more brown.
So that, okay.
And then you're going to add 2 glasses of water, and the magic ingredient is the garam masala. This is what gives it the brown colour.
Right, so
the key is 1 cup of boiling water and 1 cup of normal water at room temperature, which is going to go in now. Correct.
Okay, let it sit. For how long?
Just a few minutes. So now the water's in, add the garam masala and just give it a little stir.
So it needs to end up looking like this.
It just needs about 2 to 3 minutes. And can you see how you've got that lovely brown colour? Now you've got this brown colour, you can add in just your salt, cumin seeds, and a little bit of pepper. That goes in now. And then with this, you're going to add your garlic and ginger.
Ooh. Eat it just like that.
Never let the water get too dry, and if it does, you might need to reduce the heat and add a little bit more water.
Right,
So I've cooked with fresh lamb shoulder. If you are cooking with frozen meat, take it out the night before, defrost it, and make sure it's a soft consistency before you add it to the onions. If you're just putting the frozen meat in, then it will take longer for it to cook. But I always recommend that you put your meat, defrost it, and then put it into your onions.
Would you say the water's a bit low or is it fine?
No, it's fine. We've got on the lower heat. It's on a lower heat now.
Right, this is continue
You
cooking.
can add half a bit more, which I'm.
So you've added in half a cup of water.
Because it's a little bit dry.
And then it's just gonna...
And I've lowered the heat as well.
Okay. So it's been exactly an hour since cooking it and checking it. And then this is how it looks. You can just tell it looks different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a nice browny colour.
Like really rich, dark. It's not... You can literally see how rich that looks. And is it tender? Does it need to be tender or?
Yeah, it's soft now.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna cut it. So that is...
No, good.
Oh, that's a hard piece. Some of the fatty pieces.
Yeah.
You can see that is done. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that's done.
You'll get the odd hard.
Yeah, it depends on the
meat.
cut of meat that you have.
So I'm gonna add.
So like lukewarm water is next. Yep. This is another one.
Yeah. At this point, you've got to check the salt.
Okay. Salt, gotta check the salt. Eat just like this. Need more salt? Or is it salty? So now,
Let's cover it.
that is fully boiling. So now it's time for the rice to go in.
Yes.
So this is basically ready. The dish is like nearly done.
Yeah, good.
So for this part of the recipe, my mum basically added in 2 cups of rice. I'm going to have the measurements in my description so it's more easier for you guys to understand. But what she does is she adds the rice and you give it a good mix, but you don't be harsh while you're mixing it, like mix it very slowly. And then after a couple of minutes of it being on a medium to high heat, this is how the rice will look. So at this point, you'll notice that the rice has absorbed a lot of the water. And at this point, you actually have to just open the lid and check if the rice is soft. It's also crucial at this point that you make sure that you have enough salt in the dish, because if you don't add salt at this time, then you can't really add it after because it'll be way too salty. So this is a crucial part to make sure that the rice is soft and you have enough salt.
Check the rice.
It's soft.
No.
Not yet, so you gotta wait.
I've got to what?
What you just seen at this part is the rice has absorbed a lot of the water, but the rice is actually not soft yet. So what my mum did is she ended up adding in half a glass more of water, as that's what you need, and you have to make sure that it's boiling hot water as well. The more water you add, the rice does cook and it will absorb more of the water. So this is basically how it looks at the moment. I definitely do think this is a very crucial part of the dish, as you don't want the rice to be way overcooked or way undercooked. But as you can see, my mum just gradually added in a bit more water, the half a cup that she needed, and then now this is how the consistency of the rice is. And at this point, the salt was perfect, the rice was soft but not too soft where it's almost a texture of like sushi rice. And then literally at this point, you turn the heat to low and you add on foil, and you literally just add on the lid, and you let it sit for like a good 15 to 20 minutes on a low heat. Literally, that's like the main part of the rice dish. Like, this is how it turns out perfect and fluffy every single time. To be honest, my mum normally does get like a tea towel and she will damp it under some cold water, and she puts that on top of the rice and then she like folds it over the lid. So that is another way. Yeah. After 15-20 minutes on a low heat, this is how the rice turned out. As you can see, the rice has actually absorbed all the water and the rice has actually come out so perfect and fluffy. This is definitely the first of many recipes that I want to share onto my YouTube channel. My mum honestly cooks such amazing food. I take so much inspiration from her, and I literally can't wait to just share them, because even when it comes to me cooking, I literally forget how to make certain things, and I feel like when it comes to South Asian style curries and dishes, it would be good to just have them all on one platform, which is like my YouTube channel. But this is how the rice turned out. I'm gonna have literally a detailed description in the caption and measurements so you guys can make it for yourself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one.